Hello, bonjour, namaste, ni hao, and ohio everybody. What is going on? It is Gale here. Welcome back to the YouTube channel once again for another video. And today it's an open discussion video. It's more of a one-to-one between me and you guys talking about the current state of the channel, the current direction of the channel, and just generally giving you guys a bit of an update with what's going on with me and why there's been no videos over the last few weeks. Now, of course, a lot of you guys have come over to the live streams and have asked me actually on what's next, what video are you going to post next, is there going to be a video posting next, what's happened, you were uploading daily until 2 weeks ago and then there's been nothing, what's happening, Gale? And I want to talk a bit about that today. Of course, I'll clarify my situation with you guys in terms of the content on the channel, why there's been no content on the channel, and maybe it's an explanation you guys will understand, maybe it's an explanation you guys won't understand, and I think that's absolutely fine because I know you guys feel like I can still create content and still upload daily, but I don't feel like I would be giving justice to those videos, and I'll explain why in just a moment. Now, of course, if you guys going to enjoy the video and everything, well, like, it's a bit of a stretch if you guys enjoy the video, but if you guys go on to understand and enjoy the video nonetheless, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel nonetheless. I would really appreciate it, of course, right? And leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. I completely understand, if you guys have any suggestions personally for me that I can, take into account and take into consideration for the direction of this channel, would be greatly appreciated. Now, let's start off with why there's been no videos over the last few weeks. And to be honest, it's mainly down to the fact that there is nothing happening, right? It's plain and simple. Nothing's happening in Danmachi at this moment in time. At most, what I could do, I have two things I can do, right? One is I can make a video talking about the short stories, which I think is something I could definitely do, and it's something I might still do for sure. I just need to find the time to be able to, get it uploaded and everything. But that is something I can fairly easily do and accomplish. And then the second thing is continuing these things, the manga reviews, which I think is also something I could do very well, and it's something I can do on occasion, right? Maybe something I can do every 2 or 3 days. But I feel like the problem with doing that is that is also finite in its own way, for one, and number two, it's the only thing I can do, right? Because outside of that, Danmachi wise, we're in a bit of a lull right now, right? Because there's nothing in terms of the light novels happening at this moment in time. There's nothing happening in terms of the anime at this moment in time, and in terms of games, it's pretty darn poor right now, right? And on the other side of the coin is I have some ideas that I'd actually really like to do, to be quite honest. There are some ideas I'd love to do. Some of the videos that I've done previously are indications and me testing the waters with them, such as, for example, let me check if I can find it. Eyes Wallenstein. If I do this, let me see if I can bring it up. There we go. This video is actually one of my favorite videos I made. How strong is Eyes Wallenstein compared to level 5 Bell Cronell, and of course Bell's level thing as well. I did that video as well. I really enjoyed it. I think I have it right here as well. If I pull it up, it's probably one of my one of the videos I have. Where is it? Do I not have it? I'm pretty sure I should have it here as well. But the issue with that, and this is an issue that's coming up right now that I'm having, and the reason why you're not seeing videos happening too often. How strong is level 5 Bell at the start of the Freya Familiar War Games? There we go. That's the video I was looking for. The issue with making a video like this, right, is it takes me about 2 or 3 days to make it, right? Because first day, I usually try and do the script for it. Try and, get all the information, try and do all the research I need to do, check back on the books, look for, obviously, the images I need, particularly, of course, things like, for example, the stats sheet and everything, right? That takes me about a day in itself, because obviously it's not something I'm doing in one go, 3-4 hours I get it done. I have to do it periodically through the day because something else comes up, I need a little bit of a break, I have some other things to attend to, and so on and so forth, right? So that takes one day. The second day, of course, goes into editing, recording, maybe making sure everything is fine, primarily recording, right? Recording is what happens. When I say editing, it's all just splicing everything together in terms of the script, making sure everything is fine, making sure everything is good, making sure that when I'm recording, I do it in bits and sections, basically, so that it's smooth and I'm not like, breaking out or, breaking out into, stutters or whatever it may be. It's a smooth recording usually, because for these ones, you have to go the step above, right? You have to make sure you go a step above in that situation, right? And then on the third day, it's the final day, editing, making sure everything's okay, and then putting it up on the channel, right? When I was doing my normal 5 days a week job, IRL, right? This would be very easy to do, because when I used to do my 5 days a week thing, it would be 6 to 2 p.m. and I'd be back home immediately, and then I'd have the rest of the evening to work on stuff, right? I could, like, 3 to 4 hours I could do stuff, and then from 7 to 9 I could record stream, and then I could go on and go to sleep and get started with the next day, and it's back to square one, right? There would be time for me in the evening. But now with the 4 days on and 4 days off, while I do have more time to myself off, during the 4 days I have to work, I reach at work at 5 o'clock and I come home at 5 o'clock, and that's not including travel time. Travel time would make it I have to leave at 4 o'clock and I come home only at 4:30, basically, give or take. So with that being said, basically doing it during the days I'm working is practically impossible. Now, when we come on to the days I am off, I would need a break. One day for sure, I need to just relax the whole day, because it's already been a stressful 4 days of working, because I'm in a managerial role. I have to attend to, emails, this, that, meetings, whatever it may be. The day after my 4th day is done, it's just a day of like complete switch off mode. I need everything to go. I'm just playing games throughout the day, taking a break. I'm not even going and doing my groceries or anything of that sort. I'm leaving that for the days after to come, right? And that's where the problem begins, is because from that day onwards, it becomes very tricky to do these videos, because the second day, I'm busy with one thing. I'm doing homework in the sense of housework, not homework in the sense of I'm not doing any homework, housework. I'm going and doing groceries, I'm cleaning up the house, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing the laundry, whatever it may be, right? That's a day's job in itself. And then the following day, I don't have enough time. By the time I come back, that would be the 3rd day of my day off, basically, right? So I've got 2 days left. 2 days left to do whatever I want. So first day, I'd write the script and everything. Second day, I'd maybe edit the video or record it, and then it would have to wait for the next week. You know what I mean? So what would end up happening is that I'd be able to only upload a video once every 2 weeks, if you're lucky. And in that situation, I personally feel I wouldn't be first and foremost doing really well in that sense. I feel like I would be cutting corners if I tried to do it in a faster way, in a better way, right? I say better way. If I tried to do it faster, I'd be cutting corners, making it not look as good, making mistakes potentially. And I know how people can be on the internet when it comes to certain things. They will go after you when it comes to, of course, this. And so I feel like that is an issue. But the second thing that's also been happening recently with me personally when it comes to Danmachi is a content block, effectively, is the best way to put it, really. I don't really know. Every time I come up with an idea, I immediately feel like it's not good enough. It's just simply not good enough, and I won't be able to talk a lot about it. And frankly speaking, there have been times where I've actually gone through with an idea, and then I look at the script and I'm like, I'm basically making a 5-minute video here, and I don't want that to be the case. All the effort I go through of, oh, this is the idea, this is the thing, edit, record, maybe that'll be shorter, technically, a 5-minute video. Maybe I can do it in 2 days. But is that worth it? Is that enough to do uploads every 2-3 days? Maybe not really. No. So I'm in a little bit of a stuck position right now when it comes to, I'm just not able to think of good content when it comes to Danmachi, to be quite honest. And the other side of the coin is, I don't know if I have the time to make Danmachi content. One of the reasons why I've been streaming so much is because streaming takes so little out of me. It's a 2-hour thing I do every single day, every other day, 2.5 hours sometimes, maybe even longer when it comes to some of these story reactions for Star Rail and stuff like that. Or if I'm going and trucking an American Truck Simulator, whatever it may be, right? Whatever game I'm playing, I really can just go into it blind, and I don't have to worry about anything in terms of, am I doing too much here, or am I doing this? It's easy content. It's as plain and simple as that, because I start stream, I end stream, that's 2 hours done, right? It's as simple as that. Now, of course, I do appreciate all of those people who come in and watch the streams, and I also understand why, if you don't come and watch the streams and you're subscribed to the channel, You don't come to the streams because you're not interested in the content, and that's completely fine. This is something I told people this specifically a couple of months ago. We had this discussion. I think it was either on a live stream or in a video, I don't remember, but I remember somebody saying like, oh, you know, we'd still come and watch your content no matter what you did. And I'm like, no, you wouldn't. Let's not get it twisted. No, you wouldn't. And you can see, compared by the views and just generally by the viewers I get on these streams compared to the Danmachi streams, that is true. People come for the content, not for the person, and I completely get that. I'm not even saying that it's a bad thing at all. I think that's completely fine. You know, I am not at a stage where you come for me more than the content. You come to me for the content, not for me, and I completely get that. But it's something I've accepted and I completely understand, to be quite honest. When it comes to Danmachi, I have also had people say like, oh, you know, I would rather you know, move these live streams to another channel and keep this for only Danmachi, or do it vice versa, set up a new channel for Danmachi, make this channel do whatever you want with it. And it's like, well, I can't do that because, for one, it takes too much out of me to maintain two channels. If I did make a second channel for Danmachi, or if I quit Danmachi, that's done and dusted. I would have to say goodbye to that and we're moving on to something else, because I just cannot I don't have the time or the physical capabilities of handling two channels. I can barely do one channel right now. Doing two channels would practically be impossible for me personally. And so it comes to a point where right now I'm gonna be honest and say I'm stuck in a position where I don't know what I want to do in terms of where I want to go. As much as I'd like to stay with Danmachi and keep with Danmachi, there is obviously a part of me, and so many people have said the same thing to me in streams and also just generally as well, is like, just move on, you know. Right now Danmachi has nothing for you, right? There's nothing in Danmachi right now for you to do. Move on, do something else potentially. And I'm like, well, I could do that, but I feel like, you know, there's so much there still for Danmachi. We still have to experience the end. We still have to go through it. Do I quit now? Do I let go right now? You know, and all that sort of jazz. And I'm like, well, no, I can just keep at it and keep this as a side thing and keep doing the live streams as we normally do. But at the same time, a part of me is like, what if I went and did something else, you know, something that is consistent, something that will be happening every week, week in, week out, you know, be it something like motorsports. I've spoken about motorsports so much during my live streams. It's something I enjoy doing tremendously. Something like Digimon, which always has something fresh, maybe not often, but regularly. Pokemon, whatever it may be. I don't know. I'm in a position where I'm not sure, to be quite honest, at all. I have no idea what I want to do. It's something we're gonna have to figure out over time. But right now, what I will say is, and what this video is, that is a discussion for another day. Do I move on from this being a Danmachi channel? And I mean, you can see by my header, my banner picture, I should say, you know, it's not, this channel was never supposed to be just Danmachi. It was supposed to be more than just Danmachi. It was supposed to be Fate and Genshin and whatever else came along with it, right? But it ended up being Danmachi because I enjoyed doing it. I kind of felt that passion. For the last 3 years, we've been doing Danmachi content on this channel, and it's been a lot of fun. But with Danmachi right now, in a way it is, and with them not being interested in either, you know, pushing it more, you know, releasing new anime, doing this, doing that, we're in a bit of a position where we're just having to wait and see. A thing I could do in the future as well is I could obviously switch over to doing something else, and then during the live streams we could do something else in terms of, like, you know, videos wise, I move over to whatever else, motorsports, whatever it may be. I don't know, something, right? Something we could do on that front. But when it comes to live streams, we could do potentially more Danmachi stuff down the line. Maybe do a live conversation about the light novel. I could do a live review of the light novel or something along those lines. Maybe that's something we could consider doing. I don't know. But anyways, again, like I said, that's a different topic for another day in terms of what I want to do. In terms of Danmachi content, the main thing I wanted to make this video for, and to talk to you guys and be honest with you guys, is right now I'm just in a very difficult position when it comes to content. I'm just stuck in basically what is a content block, right? I'm not sure on which direction I should go with the Danmachi content, to be quite honest. And then the second thing on top of that is, even if I do make the Danmachi content, do I have the time to make content to that level where I'm like, yes, I'm satisfied with the research I've done, satisfied with the content that will be portrayed on the video, and would it do well? You know, would it do well to the point where I'm very happy with it? And I'm like, I don't really know. at this moment in time, to be quite honest. But let me know what you guys think. I just wanted to make this video to update you guys that for now, maybe for a week, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, I don't know how long it'll be, but for the next couple of weeks, there still won't be any videos on the channel at this moment in time. And if you wish to unsubscribe, I completely get that, but don't be surprised if things change around here, is what I will say as well, because there might be things that I may do otherwise change, otherwise we'll have to just wait and see. I appreciate all of y'all for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for watching the videos on this channel. As always, I really appreciate it. I will see you guys hopefully very soon. I mean, I will see you guys in live streams. I will be live later tonight as well, so be sure to come by then. But as I said, I will be, you know, like I said, I will still be around. Maybe not videos wise for a little bit, but live stream wise I'll still be around, so I'd love to see you guys there. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. Again, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, all that sort of good stuff, and hopefully I'll catch you guys sooner rather than later. Until then, take it easy everybody. Bye bye.